You want to explain your side? Just break it down for me, Pete, because this is very serious.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Bravo controversies and scandals.
Claire, we must rescind your win and send you home.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most jaw-dropping scandals to occur in the Bravoverse, both in front of and behind the cameras. Which of these shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Dote's firings. Vanderpump Rules. 2020's racial reckoning saw several Bravo stars' skeletons resurface. Then, Vanderpump Rules cast member Stassi Schroeder had previously come under fire for her comments about race and the #MeToo movement.
I made a few remarks that I really regret, and I upset a lot of people, and I never want to hurt anyone.
But an even bigger scandal ultimately got her and Kristen Dote axed from the series. In an old podcast episode, Schroeder admitted to calling the police with Dote on their black co-star, Faith Stowers, falsely accusing her of a crime.
It was just funny because they thought it was me because it was a black woman with a weave. So they just assumed it would be me.
Both Schroeder and Dote expressed remorse over the situation after Stowers shared the story, and the former notably made an appearance on Tamron Hall in the aftermath. Still, the damage was done.
Well, I didn't solve anything, so I was wrong.
Number 9, Jax Taylor's cheating scandals. Vanderpump Rules. During Jax Taylor's 8 seasons on Vanderpump Rules, his womanizing ways regularly played out on camera.
Did I say some things I probably shouldn't have? I maybe danced on that line a little bit.
Taylor had a blowout fight with then-girlfriend Stassi Schroeder in season 1 after he got another woman pregnant while on a trip to Las Vegas.
Every day it's an argument.
Exactly! That's why we're in this situation. Are you kidding?
The following season, it was revealed that he also hooked up with Schroeder's best friend, Kristen Dote, whose boyfriend at the time was Taylor's bestie, Tom Sandoval. Things remained bumpy once Taylor moved on with his now wife, Brittany Cartwright, whom he also cheated on with Faith Stowers. Cartwright and Taylor's relationship seems healthier now, and they welcomed a child in 2021. However, they are no longer part of the VPR cast. Number 8, the Candy Baris rumour, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was the scandal that had everyone asking, who said that? In season 9 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the group was plagued by a terrible accusation.
Who said that?
The rumour was that Candy Baris and her husband, Todd Tucker, were planning to take advantage of Portia Williams in a secret dungeon in their home. The ladies speculated over the defamatory rumour all season.
Let's be clear, Paige. You know I have fun or whatever. But the one thing I would not do no stuff about no drugs or nothing.
But it wasn't until the explosive reunion that they discovered its source within the group. Baris's former best friend turned Williams, Phaedra Parks. Publicly backed into a corner after Williams revealed the truth, Parks admitted to her role. She subsequently exited the show.
This is crazy.
Number 7, Dani Soares' pregnancy, below deck sailing yacht.
Are you okay? Are you gonna cry? Maybe.
During the airing of Below Deck Sailing Yacht's second season, second stewardess Dani Soares made waves by announcing her pregnancy with a mystery man. Viewers soon speculated that the father was deckhand Jean-Luc Serge-Lanoux, with whom she'd had a fling on the show.
I guess what I'm trying to say, if you did want to start taking this somewhere, I would be completely open to that.
He claimed he would step up as the baby's father if a DNA test could prove his paternity, which it eventually did.
And I told her that if this is my child, I want to be a part of that child's life every single day as much as I can.
He shared this news on Instagram, saying that he would be striving to be the best man and father that he can be. However, some of his former co-stars have spoken out against him for alleged lack of presence in his daughter's life. Number 6, allegations against Thomas Ravenel, Southern Charm. Thomas Ravenel faced multiple harrowing assault allegations starting in 2018, when the 5th season of Southern Charm was airing. He was already a controversial figure over the years on the show, especially due to his treatment of his ex, Catherine Dennis, with whom he has kids.
Stop!
Listen to you, screaming and yelling like a 2-year-old.
Stop!
Get away from me! We're done! I'm done!
No, stop!
These accusations against him were both serious and disturbing, and they briefly blew the lid off the Charleston-based show. Ravenel did not attend the season's reunion, and the whole thing ended up marking the end of his stint on the reality series.
I will say this, 90% of the time, Thomas is funny, eccentric, jovial, and then we've seen there's a side of him that is not really him. There's a big part of him that I really, really love, you know, and a little part that I don't.
In 2019, he pleaded guilty to third-degree assault and battery.
Ravenel was sentenced to 30 days in jail, suspended if he pays a $500 fine.
Number 5, Jen Shah's conviction. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Thanks to her flamboyant personality and fiery temper, Jen Shah was a breakout star on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Shut up about Mary!
While she attributed her lifestyle to a career in direct response marketing, a different picture emerged in season 2. Shah was arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering, first leaving the scene before the authorities descended while cameras were rolling in 2021.
For Jen Shah.
She stayed on the show and repeatedly claimed she was innocent for a long while after that.
If I have any fault, it is because I am too giving and I help too many people.
However, she ultimately entered a guilty plea for the wire fraud in 2022, subsequently being sentenced to 78 months in prison. Number 4, Luanne de Lesseps' arrest. The Real Housewives of New York City.
You came in your Herman Munster shoes.
They're Louis Vuitton shoes, you know?
Well, yeah, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes.
Luanne de Lesseps began The Real Housewives of New York as the buttoned-up Countess Luanne, but eventually revealed a more free-spirited side.
Be cool. Don't be all, like, uncool.
This later led to a romance with Tom D'Agostino, despite warnings from her co-stars that he had cheated on her.
Having any doubts, you don't have to do it.
I'm not. I'm okay. I am okay.
If it doesn't work out.
After the pair's marriage ended, de Lesseps made further headlines when an altercation with a Palm Beach police officer led to her arrest. She later pleaded guilty to several misdemeanors and sought treatment for alcohol use. The 2017 incident, which occurred while she was intoxicated, came as a big surprise to viewers of the series. However, de Lesseps later went on to make something of a comeback as a cabaret star. Number 3, Sandoval, Vanderpump Rules.
I don't understand a lot of it, to be honest. Ariana's been here.
I didn't want to hurt her.
In 2023, it was revealed that original Vanderpump Rules cast member Tom Sandoval had a lengthy affair with co-star Raquel Levis. Now, cheating scandals aren't exactly uncommon on VPR, but things felt different this time. Sandoval and fan-favourite partner Ariana Madix, who ended things once she learned of his infidelity, were often touted as couple goals, having been together for roughly 9 years. To make matters worse, Madix and Levis were also extremely close friends. Levis's previously sweet and innocent persona made the exposé even more shocking, resulting in a massive outpouring of sympathy for Madix.
His victim blamed me 100% of the way, so I don't believe anything that just came out of his mouth. I think he's full of and he can off.
Number 2, the Girardis' legal issues. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Erika Girardi, also known by her pop star moniker Erika Jane, had largely come across as half icy fashionista, half light comic relief during her time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Everybody knows that I'm $1 million diamond.
That all changed in 2020. Not long after news of her split from attorney Tom Girardi broke, a Los Angeles Times exposé accused him of embezzling former clients and bankrolling her music career with the funds. Both Girardis faced intense public scrutiny, as Erika's knowledge of the allegations was called into question, though she denied any involvement.
It's true.
Her co-stars repeatedly put her in the hot seat in the aftermath, leading to some major blow-ups.
We're not talking about people you don't know. We're talking about people that are in front of you, and that's me. And you know what? Because someone said something does not make it true.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Peter Hunsaker's firing, Below Deck Mediterranean. The deckhand was edited out and axed from the show after a racist post resurfaced. Claire Butendorp disqualified, Project Runway. The cheating contestant's previous win was revoked.
Claire's possession of the measuring tape in her hotel room and the fact that she used it to measure clothes that she owns and to make specifications is what is against the rules here.
Jenny Poulos and Jeff Lewis's fallout, flipping out. A rift formed between the duo after he fired her.
I felt like I
needed to do this for her and for me.
Puppygate, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Dog shelter drama led to Lisa Vanderpump's exit.
Never even had a discussion with Teddy. I've never had a discussion with John Blizzard, ever. So who told you?
White House crashes, The Real Housewives of DC. The short-lived series star evaded the Secret Service.
These people should not have gotten through the gate. A mistake was made at the checkpoint to let them through. That mistake was not corrected through the process.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Teresa and Joe Giudice's arrests. The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa and Joe Giudice's financial situation first raised red flags in season 1 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, after they paid for pricey furniture with cash.
The economy's crashing, so that's why I pay cash.
It wasn't long before the couple filed for bankruptcy. From then on, their issues compounded, with both of them pleading guilty to multiple counts of fraud in 2014.
Teresa and Giuseppe Giudice both admitted to a federal judge that over the better part of a decade, they were engaged in a scheme to defraud financial institutions and the IRS.
Teresa was sentenced to 15 months in prison, but was released early, while Joe was ultimately deported to Italy after serving time.
You just want to end it now?
The pair also ended up divorcing. While similar cases have occurred in the Bravoverse, this was one of the first to captivate the national news.
We trusted the wrong people.
You learn.
I mean, I think it's a learning lesson for everybody.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.